Miss Kitty. It's crazy thick down here. Hello, Americans and other friends and subscribers around the world. We are actually about 23 steps from our back door. So that, man, that when I came, this is the area that I'd cut all these. You can see where I'd cut them off, and we were gonna do a food forest down here at the time, and even cutting back all the trees was still just the part of the forested area, the creek bottom over here. They just couldn't get the sun to come down in here. So then after that didn't turn out, that was an experiment. What was that, the second year up here?
That was, I think, our very
first gardening
first
year.
garden, yeah.
Okay, so I'd cut those back.
2014. Was
it? I think it was 15. Oh no, maybe you're right. I think you are. Oh, you are.
I am.
You're so
I'm pretty sure I'm right.
Yeah, I think you're right. I actually think that for once that you might be right. But anyway, so I'd cut this all back. You know, man, both of us were gung-ho on it. And there was a lot of the tall cottonwoods, you know, these ones and stuff they just need to be, well, at the time we thought thinned out. And then after I did it in the garden, didn't get the sun. And this is the ground you can dig down because it's a wetland. It's
the moss right here. I mean, just the surface of it.
I mean, it's just
mud.
And if you dig down, you literally, I mean, because the creek is, you can't see it, but the creek is running right through there, which they got water at this guy, and it happened the first year we were up here too, and they got the water rights, man, and until they get the ponds filled up, man, they've kind of cut it back, and they're pretty much taking all the water. But anyway, what I was getting at is I'd cut all these back, and then, of course, after I did that, and the food forest thing didn't take, we had this area here, you know, where you can see these lower.
The ghosts down here.
Yeah, we did have the ghosts. Their old house. I got to tear it down. But afterwards, we were like, oh, you know, or I was like, oh, babe, I shouldn't have done that. She's like, oh, it'll come back and flourish. Well, as you can see, and now the main thing we're going to do with this down here is where we want to grow our mushrooms, which I have some logs over there, and I actually wouldn't mind planting some in this. This is a cottonwood I took out. It's actually probably too rotten for mushrooms. But, we're pretty much going to just, you know, let this completely go to nature, and it's going to just go back to a wetland.
Space.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of good, useful plants in
there. Yeah, because you got all the...
Tons of burdock, and I think I
can smell mint.
I can't believe, but I think I just found valerian over there.
Oh, really? Valerian?
Yeah, which we're really low for valerian.
Yeah, because it's usually up high. And then got that dogwood right there. It's a little bit better than it was.
I don't know if you can catch that spider web.
Where at? Oh, yeah. I don't know if you can see that on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Catch it.
Anyway, we just and then for us, you know, our dream since we were 15 years old was to always have our own little place in the woods, or, you know, our little homestead. So for us to walk around here and know that this is
our wild
space. Our wild space. It's where the wild things are.
Yeah.
It just makes us so happy. So, man, follow your dreams, because it it may take a while to get there, but you
might hear a Jake break every once in a while, but
yeah, you can hear, you know, it definitely quietens it down after this is filled in. And actually I think with the booming and construction now, I've noticed so much more construction and
trucks,
everything, everything. You know, it's just, you know, the economy.
What's
good for the economy? Yeah, I don't care, man. As long as I can pay for my piece of property, man, I just do it. Yeah. All right, but we're gonna do this. We've been up there gardening this morning. Miss Kitty's been planting. I've been stacking welfare wood. When I showed that last time, that, you know, I had a good row, but we actually had that coal spill, and I burned most of that.
Yeah.
You can kind of see the cook shack up through there, just to show you where we're. Like I said, we're just steps.
And a telephone pole. You can't really tell it's a telephone pole.
Yeah, no.
It's not really a telephone pole.
It kind of is. Actually, it's a power pole.
Power pole. There you go.
We have no
That's the
telephone
word I was
obviously.
looking for.
But anyway, I'm gonna shut this thing off. We're actually down here looking for morels. So I mean, that's another one of our dreams, to be able to hunt our own property for morels.
And we're actually within 10 feet of where we found them
the
before.
first one, yeah. So we're gonna do that, and then do a little more gardening and some listing.
And after we come out of here, I need to check you for ticks.
Yeah. Ooh, all right, Miss Kitty. I'm excited about that. And then we're probably gonna end up going up the mountain and chasing some other morels. So we'll check back in a bit. Okay, we thought we were done, but Miss Kitty had to show her
Wildflowers.
Yeah. Somebody will tell you exactly what they are. Do you know what they are?
Oh, they're like a pea.
They look like but they look like a snapdragon. But they do the little. They are snapdragons. Look at that.
Yeah.
They are. They're cool. Beautiful seeing them right there. That was one of the goats pins down there. Oh man, I left those. That dog run panels are down here with stuff. I'm sure it's all.
No.
Yeah, that's. Oh, it's right there. It's not bad.
Drink it out and burn
Yeah,
it.
I got this. I got to get these pulled up because I actually have a full-on dog kennel.
What is this? Show this to my camera. I also like to use this area as my classroom to learn more botany. No. Serviceberry, maybe? See how the double blossoms are? I don't think serviceberry is quite that big, though.
Somebody will tell you. So please identify those.
You know.
Or you could get your books and come down here.
Yeah.
I can't believe how well these have grown back up here.
Yeah.
Man, because I cut those way back. Whew, look at the hawthorns on that mother. Look at that right there.
Oh, yeah.
Woo, man, that one had hurt. Look how big that mother is. Okay.
I don't know what this is, but whatever it is.
Let's take a picture.
Of the
Oh, you do. So we're still lost down here. And this kitty had to run in and take a gander in her book. Oh, look, man. It's Clifford, the big red dog. Gotta get that pulled up for the kids.
Be careful when you lift the lid. I put the lid on because, well, it was leaning up. So I dumped the water out of the bottom, but there's a mud wasp.
Oh, wasp nest.
Inside, but I put the lid on today.
So we're walking back over here. We have yet to find, we haven't even found an LBM down in here. And watch this right here, is landmine right there, Miss Kitty.
Dog turd?
Yeah, dog turd. It's trying to be nice about it.
So...
Taking a picture? What are you
I'm
doing?
gonna take a picture. Ooh. I just don't. I'm dumbfounded on it. I tried to look up. Definitely not a serviceberry. I was questioning myself. I don't know why I thought serviceberry, but. Oh.
I'll just get you.
Well, it's a. I knew it too. A rose hip right here.
Oh yeah. Huh? What is that? Screaming. Screaming. Alright. We've been looking for mushrooms. Let's go over here. Oh, look at that. God, did you find a ball, man? Holy moly, imagine that. I got these. There's plugs in that, plugs in that, plugs in that, plugs over there, there's plugs over here. Mushroom plugs. Some of the stuff I plugged. Just looking around. Plugs over there. Haven't gotten mushrooms yet. And then as far as the see, all these are the ones I cut off. It didn't come back. But as far as the bear or Bigfoot or mountain lion, whatever it was, I did have Kai take off after something a couple nights ago down in here. Other than that, we ain't really seen or heard anything, so look at that. Bigfoot structure. See this Bigfoot structure, Miss Kitty?
Oh, a teepee.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I got what I need now.
You do? What else you want to? Anything else you wanted to show on here or anything? Because I guess we're going to end this.
Yeah.
We're still planning on, of course, got to go out and check our patch. I was really hoping to show you guys some morels here. Did you find a little feller?
Yeah.
Little fireman. But we found a few, a couple morels and stuff more up by the blacksmith stuff. Haven't found nothing like last year. They still may pop. But actually, we need to go over. I think we're going to go over on the other side of our property and look.
Yeah, look down that creek area.
So let's go check it out. Crazy. Yeah.
Look at that wild dog.
Look at that. Wow, that's a wolf. It's a wolf dog. Look at him. Look at this. He's like, what? So, anyway, there's a good view of the creek. Like I said, there. Oh, the guy up the creek that's got water rights is filling up ponds right now. So, because this thing should be flowing, man, the rivers and everything, especially after the fishing.
I just saw a new leaf to identify. See that one
Oh,
over
that
there
one
with the
almost
red
looks like a
rib?
burdock. They're not really a burdock, but
No.
that's kind of crazy. Now you probably want me to go dive down. There's another one right there.
Yeah.
Could be burdock. If it is, that would be weird. That's
Maybe
a
that
water
red.
plant. I think it's water. Anyway, down here, man, we've walked. This is about halfway up the creek from up the creek without a paddle. But about halfway up the creek through our property. No morels, man. No morels.
No.
So we'll keep looking for them.
Yeah.
What were you going to talk about?
Oh, just about foraging and homesteading and gardening and.
Well, I don't know. We better get this
I don't know
first
about
rate.
that. I don't know about that.
Okay.
What are you doing?
You're gonna go, man.
Why are you doing that?
Are you
He's
lonely?
so weird. Okay. No, we just try to find a balance between gardening in the traditional style and foraging. When we first moved onto the property, we realized right away that we had a ton to learn about what was already here. The plums.
Yeah, we thought we knew quite a bit, but we
didn't.
We don't know nothing.
Nothing. Yep. We got wild plums up the wazoo and hawthorns. The hawthorn
and
story about
burdocks.
using that.
And then what were you when you were looking at that?
Hound's tongue. I didn't know that hound's tongue could be used.
Yeah.
We've got tons of hound's
Yeah,
tongue.
what was some of the things that it was saying?
Dysentery and common colds and there's
all kinds of
a whole
stuff.
handful.
Hound's tongue, man. Hound's tongue is a pain in the.
And as I was looking through my
That's a bunch of hound's tongue right there.
identification book for those little flowers that I found, of course I got sidetracked and
Start reading on everything else.
we have just got so much natural bounty right here that
Yeah, and we're true believers that for every disease that the Mother Earth supplies the cure.
you got something dingling off the back of your hat, so turn your head back of your head, turn it around the other way so the camera can see.
What is it?
Cockaburs.
Oh man! Is that a
At
cure?
first I thought it was one
it's on my shoulder.
of your feathers or something. But,
Hate those dang things. So that's one thing. All right, there's
right
one.
there.
Got 'em.
Yep. Yeah.
So anyway, now you rudely interrupted.
I had to. I thought it was gonna fling off and hit me in the face.
So did you say everything you had to say?
I did.
There? Well, we were right in the middle of it before you started getting
No,
weird.
we were just
Talk
talking about
about
foraging
weird.
and
Did you
learning
call me
and stuff.
weird?
Yeah.
Oh man.
That's what makes you so interesting.
Yeah.
Is your
Yeah, you do.
strangeness.
Oh, let's talk about you in high school.
Cockaburs.
Let's talk about you in high school.
Okay.
You're a little weird, but I liked you.
Good.
All right, so I think we're doing it in this one. We may go up in, the next video, but go up and do some mushroom hunting. Maybe a little more fishing. Fishing was a blast, man. It was a blast. So, good Lord willing, and the creeks don't rise. We'll be back again tomorrow. Whoa! I almost fell off the creek.